Okay po, so papag-usapan natin ngayon yung tungkol naman kay Senator Lacson kung saan may sinabi po siya na dun daw sa alleged 100B insertions ni Congressman Zaldico na misrepresent lang daw po si PBBM ng mga iilang public officials sa executive branch. At yung basihan po ni Senator Ping dyan is yung statement daw ni DPWH, ni former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo. Okay, so ang reactions po ng iba na nakita ko dito ay bakit daw ngayon parang naging abogado na si Senator Ping ni PBBM. So ang gagawin po natin for today, ipi-play muna natin to, papanoorin natin yung buong video. Tapos magdi-discuss na lang din po ako ng mga constitutional provisions that applies to this, specifically more onto sa separation of powers, checks and balances, and then magbibigay na lang din po ako ng tingin kong posibleng epekto nito sa political mileage ni Senator Ping Lacson. So good day po my fellow taong bayan, and to start things off is of course yung facts muna ng discussion natin, which is itong video ni Senator Ping. So panoorin po natin to in full para mas maging klaro talaga kung ano ba yung papag-usapan natin for today.
This affects our economy, even yung investor confidence. Ang masama rito, Mr. President, apektado yung buong bansa eh. Naglayo ang investors. Stock market is down.
Okay, wait. Diba, stock market is down, sabi ni Senator Ping. Kung malalangaan din nyo before, diba, yung sabi nila hindi naman daw talaga affected yung stock market. Pero anyway, ngayon, lumalabas or everyone is now saying na bagsak talaga yung stock market. And even si Attorney Rowena Guanzon, diba, dun sa speech niya sa INC rally, galit na galit din po siya dun tungkol sa stock market. And then now, si Senator Ping then mismo nagsabi, the stock market is down. Anyway, tuloy po tayo.
Is enough. Yung sinasabi ni Zaldico on social media as posted, na nag-deliver siya ng 25 billion, representing the 25% commission, di umano, para kay Presidente. I have it on good information, hindi totoo. May mga tao sa Malacanang, not the President, not authorized by the President, who misrepresented him. It sucks, Mr. President, to think na ito yung nangyayari.
It sucks.
I will still strongly suggest that an investigation is in order.
Wait. An investigation is in order. Alam ko ongoing naman yung investigation nila ba sa Senate Blue Ribbon. So anyway, tuloy tayo.
Your Honor and I both know that the 100 billion, and we went over, I know na, both of us went through the list independently or separately. And you and I agree na totoo yung listahan ng 100 billion pesos. Talaga nasingit sa BICAM. But
Okay, wait. So yung malaking revelation, the first big revelation here is that si Senator Ping and si Senator Sherwin, after reviewing daw nila, ay totoo talagang may 100 billion insertion na nasingit sa BICAM. Yun yung big revelation so far. Okay, so tuloy tayo.
yung sinasabi ni Zaldico on social media as posted, na nag-deliver siya ng 25 billion, representing the 25% commission, di umano, para kay Presidente, hindi totoo. Yun talaga absolutely untrue or false. Why? Because last Sunday, I received a call from the camp of former Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo. Ang sinasabi niya, noong nakita niya si Zaldico sa social media na nagsasabing merong 100 billion di umano inutos ng Pangulo na isingit sa BICAM, napag-alaman ko from Undersecretary Bernardo na may mga tao sa Malacanang, not the President, not authorized by the President, who misrepresented him. I will name some of them. Undersecretary Adrian Bersamin. He name-dropped the President, making Zaldico believe na utos ng Pangulo na ipasok sa BICAM yung insertions na 100 billion. Now, Yusek Trigib Olaybar, other personalities. Ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi po totoo yan, Mr. Senator. Kasi
Okay, wait lang. So unang kailangan natin i-take note dito. Sinabi ni Senator Ping na pag alam daw niya kay Yusek Bernardo. So that's a third person or ibang tao yung nagsabi sa kanya. So ang una ko lang pong masasabi dito, mas maganda sana kung si Yusek Bernardo yung diretsong nagsalita nun, di ba? Hindi si Senator Ping. And i-explain ko po yan mamaya yung mga legal implications sa ganitong setup para mas maintindihan nyo. Pero ina-emphasize ko lang po yan ngayon para ma-idea na kayo kung ano yung isa sa big issues na nakikita ako dito. So tuloy po tayo.
Kasi ang breakdown ng 100 billion, 81 billion, yun yung na-assign sa DPWH. Yung 29 billion, other agencies. Hindi niya alam. Out of the 81 billion or out of the 100 billion, yung sa 81 billion, 52 billion, siya ang personal na nag-handle. Ako po nag-handle nun. Nasa notes niya, ito yung kanyang table, binigay niya ako ng kopya. So 52 billion, yun yung personal handle niya. And talagang sabi niya, naghatid ako ng pera as kickback. But not to the President, but to Yusek Olaivar. And sabi niya, ang pag-alam niya, kasama si Yusek Adrian Bersamin. 8 billion pesos, Mr. President, in at least 10 deliveries, ranging from
Dami, 8
800
billion.
million hanggang 2 billion. Umabot ng 2 billion only because sometime in March, yung kanyang date na sinasabi from, I think, March hanggang April, yung delivery. Very good nga raw siya, sabi ni Yusek Alaibar, kasi nakakapag-deliver. I'm not defending the President, Mr. President. But you know, in fairness to him, yung list of projects, yung 100 billion, initially naka-FLR lahat yun eh. Pinapatrack ko ngayon sa aking staff kung ilan yung na-release out of the items on FLR or
Wait lang,
Pizarro.
mag-comment na ako. Di ko mapigilan, guys. So, ang sabi naman po ni Senator Ping, I'm not defending the President. So, of course, that's his personal opinion. Tayo po ngayon as the taong bayan na nag-observe dito sa actions and statements niya, ay kung ako po kung tatanungin ninyo ako, may appearance po of defending the President. Yun yung masasabi ko ng derechahan to all of you. And the reason being is because yung mga sinabi po dito ni Senator Ping are not mere parang questions or allegations. Parang conclusion talaga yung ina-emphasize niya na diretso pumunta daw dun kay Yusek Adrian Bersamin, kay ASEC Adrian Bersamin, and kay Yusek Trijiv Olaivar. Yun yung conclusion na binigay niya without even giving a chance to those two to respond or to defend themselves. 'Di ba? Pero out in the public ngayon dito sa plenary ng Senate, pinapabigyan niya na agad ng conclusion na ganun yung nangyari. And it is because of that statements niya kaya ako nasabi na mukhang he is defending the President. Kasi ano po dahil doon ngayon parang wala nang mali na ginawa si PBBM. Yung dalawang yun lang ang may kasalanan. Diba, malay ba natin kung ano yung nangyari? Baka sa doon kay Yusek Olaivar at kay ASEC Bersamin may nag-instruct pang iba. Hindi natin alam. So anyway po, in simpler terms yung point ko, kulang pa yung full picture. Hindi pa nakasalita yung dalawang pinangalanan niya. Yet he's already giving a conclusion na yung dalawang yun lang ang naggawa nitong napakalaking kalokohan po na ginawa nila. 'Di ba? So yun lang po, it is very unfair to those two na there is already conclusory remarks and then wala pa nga silang right to explain their side. Hindi sila naka-cross-examine pa dun sa nag-akusa sa kanila. So yan, and because of that, kaya ako nasabi na it appears he is defending the President kasi sa statement niya parang walang ginawa talaga si PBBM na di ba? Period na basically for Senator Ping. Anyway, tuloy po tayo.
Kung alam ni Pangulo at siya nag-utos na mag-insert ng 100 billion sa GAA, sa BICAM, bakit niya ibibito? Yan din ang observation ni Your Honor, di ba? Sabi niyo rin, because you also examine. I will still strongly suggest that an investigation is in order. Ang masama rito, Mr. President, apektado yung buong bansa eh. Naglayo ang investors. Stock market is down. Yung po yung masakit dito. So I think I have made myself clear, Mr. President, that there are persons responsible. I'm appealing to our co-workers in government. We have reached the point na dapat isipin natin, enough is enough.
Okay. Enough is enough. Ngayon, explain ko na po yung mga legal side.
This affects our economy.
Okay, so una muna yung magiging first question na lang natin is whether or not pwede ba to gawin talaga ni Senator Ping Lacson yung ganitong actions na may appearance that he is defending the President. Although sabi po niya he is not defending the President, pero ako po as a member of the taong bayan who is observing his actions based dito sa statement niya na yun sa plenary ng Senate is there is a semblance na he is defending the president. Yan po yung personal observation at opinion ko talaga base sa lahat po ng sinabi niya. Okay, so anyway, going back to the question whether or not meron ba talagang right na gawin to ni Senator Ping Lacson, is this not a conflict of interest considering he is a member of the legislative branch of the government as a senator, tapos si PBBM po is part of the executive as the president po of the Republic of the Philippines. Okay, at ang sagot po dyan is hindi naman po yan prohibited. Okay? Alam po natin na yung legislative and executive, they are separate branches of government. Magkaiba po yan. Legislative for lawmaking, executive for the implementation of the laws. Yan po yung simplest way to explain their functions. And then, meron din po tayong mga principle na tinatawag checks and balances, separation of powers. However, yung principles po na yon, yung dalawang yon, hindi naman ibig sabihin talaga na completely or 100% independent yung legislative and executive. In a sense po, more on parang they complement or support each other. So like in the budget making process po, di ba magsa-start sa Office of the President, yung National Expenditure Program, and then ibibigay po yan ngayon sa Congress para i-reviewin yung proposal na yun ng President, tapos doon na po nagkakaroon ng amendments at ng mga insertions na yan sa BICAM. Yan yung trabaho ng legislative, and then ibabalik ulit sa President for the signing para maging General Appropriations Act siya. Okay? So, yan po talaga yung ibig sabihin ng principle of separation and checks and balances. They complement or support or help one another but not necessarily 100% independent sila. So, because of that, itong ginawa lang naman ni Senator Ping Lacson, he made a statement while in plenary, then that is his prerogative or discretion po niya yan na gawin kung gusto niya yan gawin dun sa Senado. So, in other words, in the legal side of things, wala namang maling ginawa po si Senator Ping Lacson dun sa kung ako po nga po tatanungin niyo, pag-defend niya kay PBBM. Wala pong mali dyan, hindi naman po yan constitutionally prohibited kasi at the end of the day po, alam din naman natin na yung executive, legislative, although different branches of government, usually meron yan silang mga political parties, political leanings. So kung yung isa pong senador ay mas admin leaning or pabor sa presidente, then of course he can perform actions or make statements that is favorable to the president. Okay? Kaya po, hindi yan siya prohibited. Otherwise, sobrang magiging complicated po yung ating government structure kung yung mga senador ay hindi pwede magsalita favorable or negatively sa president. Kasi at the end of the day, tatandaan po natin, yung mga senators natin ay politicians just like the president. So if they belong to the same political affiliation, edi talagang magkaka-biases din sila. Okay? So hopefully, klaro po yan. And then yung next question na lang po natin, ano yung possible na maging political implications po kay Senator Ping based dito sa statement niya? Okay, at ang masasabi ko lang po dyan ay posible po siya mawalan or madagdagan ng supporter. Ganun lang naman po talaga yun, di ba? Sa election, it's either plus or minus ng supporters or ng mga botante. Okay, so ako po tatanungin ninyo, initially when Senator Ping recently won this 2025, ang assessment ko sa kanya, kala ko magiging parang ano siya, nasa gitna, centrist yung position niya. Hindi siya pro-admin, hindi rin siya anti-admin. But based on everything that he's doing now sa mga statements niya, ako po ang observation ko parang ano na po pro-admin na lang talaga siya Parang ano na iba na. Basically, yun lang yung point ko. I mean, this is with no offense naman kay Senator Ping kung yan yung political stance niya or political style niya at the moment. Pero para sa akin lang, naiba tuloy yung pananaw ko sa kanya. Yun yung point ko. Okay? And then, yung isa pa pong issue ko lang dito talaga. I mean, like what I stated, diba? Hindi naman prohibited ang senator to speak in favor or negatively of other politicians like that of the president. So, kung gusto sana ni Senator Ping talaga dito i-defend yung president, edi diretsuhin na lang sana, diba? Na let us defend the president because the country is destabilized. Diretsuhin niya na lang sana ng ganun. Hindi yung parang sasabihin niya muna, I am not defending the president, and then he will make very precise and accurate statements that has an appearance of defending the president. Diba? So dun ba lang po parang hindi natin tuloy sure kung ano ba talaga. Are you not defending or are you defending the president? Sana diretsuhin na lang niya para hindi na tayo mag-react ng ganito na parang bakit ka ba nagde-defend or naging spokesperson tapos yung opening line pa is I'm not defending. Diba? Doon pa lang po, that is a very big conflict already. And the reason kaya ako po nasabing defending, kasi yung statements nga po niya, like what I explained earlier, is very conclusory already and very ano po ba, very firm. Tapos talagang dinidiin niya yung dalawang pinangalanan niya, si Asek Bersamin and si Yusek Olaivar. And because of that daw, minisrepresent lang ng dalawang yun si BBM. Kung ako po kasi tatanungin ninyo dyan, sa legal side of things, kung gusto talaga natin sundin yung legal procedure, the best sana nun is that si Yusek Bernardo yung pasalitain nyo, let him accuse the two, and then yung dalawang pinangalanan po, also give them the chance to defend or explain themselves. Ganun po yan para maging full yung picture. Kasi ngayon, it is very unfair na parang sinasilence natin yung dalawang yon, they are not given the opportunity to speak. Tapos kung sino-sino na lang ngayon yung nagbibigay ng mga conclusions na ganito. So ang lumalabas ngayon, itong dalawa, yung main masterminds ng criminal activities na to, and then yung isang tinuro, although I'm not saying po na si PBBM yung mastermind, pero because of all of this nga po, parang nawala na ngayon yung pinaka nandun sa taas or posibleng nandun pa sa taas na nagturo, 'di ba? So yan lang po ang masasabi ko diyan. And then isa pa po na masasabi ko dito, the reason bakit dapat maging mindful din talaga si Senator Ping sa mga ganyang very conclusory remarks is because he is the chairman of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, 'di ba? At tatandaan po natin yung Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, the purpose of that is to conduct investigations sa mga corruptions, kung ano-anong kalokohan ng government natin. So pag ganito na may appearance siya ng bias towards certain political figures, edi parang maki-question ngayon, 'di ba, yung integrity nung committee itself. Kasi he is the chairman po eh. So ngayon sinasabi niya yung dalawang yun yung pinaka punot dulo or pinaka tumanggap ng pera. So from there, parang mafe-feel natin ngayon na he is protecting a certain political figure, 'di ba? So yan lang po ang isa ko ring masasabi dyan. Being the Senate Blue Ribbon Chairman, ang dating po niyan is para siyang judge sa korte, 'di ba? Kasi siya yung pinaka nagpe-preside ng hearing. At alam ko rin naman po na yung Senate Blue Ribbon is only supposed to be for in aid of legislation. Dapat yung purpose niyan. Pero in reality naman, nakikita natin na yung ginagawa ng mga ganyang committees is more on for fact-finding and investigation purposes. Tapos once makakuha po sila ng sufficient evidence, they will file the necessary bill, but they will also be submitting that to the appropriate government office like the Ombudsman to conduct further investigation. So although supposedly nga po, dapat in aid of legislation lang, pero in reality, nagiging investigative and fact-finding body talaga sila also for prosecution purposes. Diba? This is also public knowledge naman. Nakikita po natin yan na after ng hearing, isasubmit at isosurrender sa ombudsman yung mga findings nila. Diba? And because of that, dun ko ngayon ibabalik na dapat mag-appear unbiased then or impartial dapat si Senator Ping kasi siya nga yung nagsispearhead ng mga investigation. So kung ganito na may mga statements siya na that appears favoring one side over the other, edi magiging questionable ngayon yung co-conduct nilang investigation, 'di ba? Kasi baka yung mga pinangalanan lang niya ang ngayon ang pag-initan or yung talagang pukpukin ng Senate investigation. So hopefully po mas naintindihan ninyo yung mga legal implications. Although again, legally wala naman po itong issue kasi hindi siya legally prohibited. However, on the political side of things, yun nga po, pangit lang talaga siya tingnan for the Filipino people or for the taong bayan at large. Diba? At lalo na nga po, since he is the chairman of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, and since ngayon ang issue is flood control issues na inimbestigahan ng committee niya, then it is very unprofessional po, if you ask me, if you will be making statements ganito na may appearance of certain biases towards certain political figures. Lalo na nga po, since siya ang chairman ng Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Okay, so hopefully klaro po yun. If you like more legal videos on current events, subscribe lang po kayo sa channel ko. And until next time, see you all. Bye-bye!